Hi guys, welcome. My name is Karen and welcome to the CMOS Dispensary. Okay, I want to thank you first of all for clicking on this video. And this is the place where CMOS meets skin at the CMOS Dispensary. So if you are into entrepreneurship content, business content, DIY content, as well as lifestyle content, go ahead and click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you are notified every time I drop a new video, and I promise to leave you entertained and educated. All right, so let's hop in. You guys clicked on this video because it said free beauty business vendor list. We jumping right in. First video, I'm giving y'all the tea, all the info. So a little bit about me, my background. So I am an entrepreneur and I do have a business where I sell CMOS as well as CMOS infused skincare. Shameless plug. This video is basically going to give you all the vendors that I found at work, and vendors that I have just in case the vendors that I use don't work out or they're out of stock of something, then I have a backup vendor. And I am doing this because as an entrepreneur in the beauty realm, I found that a lot of the times it's difficult to find information. So when I say difficult, I mean like everybody's hoarding the information. So a lot of the stuff that I figured out as far as business is concerned, I had to do trial and error. So I'm giving you guys this information so you do not have to. So I got my notebook ready. So what we're going to be covering in this video is going to be, like I said, the vendors that I use. We're going to cover packaging as well as shipping supplies, as well as butters and oils that I use for my business. And like I said, we're doing body butters, we're doing soaps, we're doing body oils. Those are the type of things that I sell. So I have the vendors here for you, as well as like what type of soap base and where to get the soap base that I use from. If you're doing melt and pour, if you're doing a cold process soap, you'll just need the butters and the oils. And then as well as where to get the molds for your soaps. All right, so let's jump right on in, okay? And then I will leave the websites down in the description box for everything that I go over. All right, so first off, we are going with packaging. Okay, so packaging, I use glass jars. Now I use glass jars and I use plastic jars when I'm bottling my products. I also use glass jars for my body butter. I just like how it looks, the aesthetic of it. And I use plastic jars. I use 8-ounce jars for body butters, and I use 8-ounce jars for my body scrubs. And I use a plastic jar for the body scrubs just because, and this is a tip pointer, you could write this down. I use a plastic jar for a foaming body scrub just because where are people going to be using the body scrubs? In the shower, correct? So I don't want anybody accidentally dropping a glass jar in the shower, or it's slippery and it falls out of their hand, it breaks, and then they're cut, they're bleeding. Potential lawsuit, to be completely honest. So you protect yourself on that end as well as to protect your customers, because I just feel like it's dangerous just to have glass in the shower around water and oils and things like that. And so the top place, be ready to take these notes down, the top place that I get my jars from as far as my glass jars, I get them from a company called Uline. That's U-L-I-N-E, Uline. Now, the awesome thing about Uline is that they are also a net 30 company or net 30 vendor. That goes on a whole nother subject as far as the business credit. So basically with Uline, you could purchase items from them and they give you 30 days to pay them back. So you don't have to pay for the product up front. Now, when I joined Uline, I immediately got a net 30 account. I've heard my one friend said she went to Uline, and basically they had her, they told her she needed to purchase, make $100 purchase on her own before they extended her a net 30 account. Some companies do that. I did not have that issue with Uline, so I don't know if it's based on how long her LLC was in business for or incorporated for. I'm not sure, but for me, I immediately got a net 30 account with them. So for Uline, you're gonna see them a lot listed because they have a lot of products that I use. Next, for packaging, we have SKS Bottling Company. Now, SKS Bottling Company, I use them for what's called a treatment pump bottle. So if you ever see, and I don't have it with me right now, but if you ever seen, I'll probably put a picture of it somewhere in this video so you can see what a treatment pump bottle looks like. So basically, this is the bottle, these are the bottles that I use for my face washes, and they come with a treatment pump, and then they also have bottles in different colors. So my brand colors are green and gold and white, so I was able to get plastic bottles and with green and a silver base around the cap, so that fit my brand. So I went ahead and purchased bottles with them. I do not know if they offer a net 30 account. I didn't try with them. I'll put it down if I figure out if they offer it or not. I'll let you guys know. Third on the list for packaging is I have a company called Bulk Apothecary. Now I'll list, like I said, everything's going to be listed down in the description box. Now Bulk Apothecary, I get a lot of my plastic jars from them. I got my 8-ounce body cream jars from them, and like I said, I'll put a picture somewhere in here, but the body cream jars are called low profile jars. And these names that I'm giving you guys, write them down once you see the picture, and if the picture aligns with what you're looking for. So therefore you can search for yourself on Google to find something there if you have a local company or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about shipping. That was a big thing for me when I was starting out. I couldn't figure out the name of products, so it took me a while to Google like clear jars or clear low jars or something like that. I had to Google to find out. So, and then face wash pump bottle. So like I had to figure out the names of these particular products so I can search. So the jars that I get from Bulk Apothecary for my body creams, they are called low profile jars. So you can search clear low profile jars, white low profile jars, or if that's the type of jar that you are looking for to package your products. As well, Bulk Apothecary also has foam pump bottles. I was using a foam pump bottle for my turmeric face wash. I now have that in a treatment pump bottle because I didn't get it from Bulk Apothecary, because Bulk Apothecary sells their bottles in 50 increments, and I didn't need 50 of those jars at the time. Hindsight being 2020, now I would have just went ahead with the 50 because I sell that face wash often. But I went and got foam pump bottles, 2-ounce foam pump bottles from this other company that I would not suggest, and Amazon. So Amazon is gonna, anything that I'm mentioning right now is on Amazon for sale. You can find it on Amazon. The only thing is that there's a lot of trial and error on Amazon. So prime example, I bought foam pump bottles, 2-ounce foam pump bottles, and I'll put a picture here for you, for my face wash, and every single foam pump bottle in that order did not work. So I didn't like the foam pump bottle that I had. I tested out for myself and it worked, and I'm doing my content, shoot my videos, and it's fine. But then I have customers emailing me like, hey, the pump broke on my bottle. It's not a big issue, but I just want to let you know. So those pump bottles, if you're gonna get them from Amazon, please, please, please read the descriptions and the reviews on those bottles, because when I went back and read the reviews, I can see that everybody in the reviews were saying that their pumps weren't working. So yeah, everything that I'm mentioning, Amazon is a huge vendor when it comes to the beauty supply business. Anything that you're looking for, you can find on there. And if you have Prime, I would suggest, if you're like just starting out and you want to test some things out, order from Amazon first before you go to these other companies that I'm mentioning and ordering a larger quantity of these products, to make sure that they fit your brand, to make sure you can practice putting your labels on it, to see how it's going to look, if this is the aesthetic that you're going for, and everything like that before you go to some place like Uline. So for example, for Uline, the 8-ounce jars that I get, I want to say that they're sold in like a case of 24. And so you have to buy 24 at a time. versus if you're on Amazon, you might can buy something in 1 or 2 versus the bigger box. The next company that I have on there for packaging is called Berlin Packaging Company, and they have a lot of plastic bottles, amber bottles, Boston round bottles, and like I said, a Boston round bottles are basically those clear dropper bottles that people put like oils in, or beard oils, face oils, anything like that. They sell that type of stuff as well. And I'm not sure, I want to say they do offer a net 30, Berlin Packaging, but you have to place an order first and pay for it before they do. If I come back and find out that that's wrong, I'll let you guys know down below. Another company for packaging is called containerandpackaging.com, and they sell a lot of everything that I'm mentioning right now as well. They sell as far as plastic bottling is concerned, as far as excuse me, I'm not sure if they have glass. I'm pretty sure they do have glass. I haven't actually checked them for glass. It's just for containers, I'm sorry, plastic bottles. Another one is Wholesale Supplies Plus. They sell packaging as well for beauty products. And when I say beauty products, I'm talking body butters, I'm talking body scrubs, body washes, creams, lotions, things along that line for packaging. Okay, so that's all I have for packaging. So the next section that I'm gonna cover is for shipping. Now, if you are shipping, if you're going to be e-commerce based, online based business, obviously you are going to be shipping your products to your customers. Number 1 on that list, I'm going to go with Uline. Again, so Uline, we're talking about, they sell boxes. They sell also the boxes that fold down and has a flap cover. I can't remember the name right now, but I'm pretty sure I'll remember once the video is done. But regular shipping boxes, and they have them in all sizes and shapes that you need. So Uline is great for that. Uline is also going to cover your bubble wrap. It's going to cover your tape dispenser, your tape gun, everything like that. Packing peanuts, if you're gonna go with their biodegradable and regular packing peanuts to protect your products when you are shipping them, if you're shipping them in glass so they don't break, if you're shipping oils and things like that so they do not leak. Black tape that goes around the lid if you're shipping oils and things like that, as well as, I already said bubble wrap. And then they sell the bubble wrap in different sizes. So like I just use a regular, I believe it's 12 by 12 square bubble wrap, and it comes in this large dispenser, and I pull and break off. But they also sell the bubble wrap if you want to individually put your product inside and then close it and seal it. They sell that type of bubble wrap as well. Next on the list is going to be obviously Amazon. Anything, like I said, you can get on Amazon as far as shipping is concerned. Bubble wrap, tape dispenser, tape, refills, everything, Amazon has it. And then these next 2 are going to be basically based on who you decide. And it really doesn't matter who you decide to ship with, because the one company accepts everything. So it's going to be the United States Postal Service. So if you are not aware, if you're going to be shipping with USPS, mailing with them, you can get your boxes and everything from them for free. You just basically go to USPS.com and you search everything that you need. So the boxes that I ship with are, one, I ship with a cube box. The measurements on that when you're looking online, I believe are like 7 by 7 by 7 or something along those lines, but it's a cube box. The majority of my products fit inside a cube box. So unless somebody has a really large order, then I go to either a flat rate medium box or a flat rate large box, both top loading, because they have a side loading box. But if you use a medium side loading box, it's short this way because it loads on the side, versus a top load medium box, it's open on the top and you put the products in and then seal it. So like I said, a cube box, a flat rate medium box, and then a flat rate large box. Flat rate medium box It's going to be awesome if you're shipping a bunch of products, because the rate is like $14 and some change, no matter how much it weighs and no matter where it's going. And then you have the large flat rate box. I don't know the exact price on that to ship it, but same thing. It's going to be a flat price no matter how much product you have in it. Now the cube box, the 7x7x7, you are going to pay by weight depending on where you are shipping to. But on average with USPS, that can be anywhere from like $8 to, I've seen $11 shipping farther, like to California and stuff like that. So yeah. And then the last one for shipping is going to be UPS. Now the thing that I like about UPS is I looked online and I did not find any of their free products that worked for me. Oh, back to USPS, I also ship with it's called a flat rate bubble mailer, and I want to say the flat rate is like $8.30 something cents, but you can ship up to 50 pounds in that bag. It's a bubble, like I said, it's a bubble bag that seals. Now if somebody orders a bunch of just body products, no glass jars, I will ship everything in that plastic bubble mailer, wrap it down, seal it up, and send it on its way. Anybody that orders anything glass, I ship it in a box with packing peanuts and bubble wrap. So back to UPS. I didn't see any of their products online that worked for my products, and as far as dimensions go, if you want to check it out to see if anything works for you, feel free. But the thing that I like about UPS is they accept any type of packaging. So if you are just starting out and you're saying, hey, like I don't want to have to pay for boxes, you can go ahead online and order your free boxes from the Postal Service for USPS. And yes, they say USPS on them, but I ship those boxes via UPS. So I have those boxes. I put dimensions into my shipping program, and they print out a UPS label, slap that UPS label on it, and I drop it off at the UPS store, and I have no issues. Everybody's getting their orders. So that's if you do not feel like have the funds to just go out and buy boxes right away. Next on the list is going to, we getting into products now, okay? We're getting into the meat of it, the nitty gritty, okay? So we are talking about butters and oils, and we're talking about hard butters, soft butters, oils. And when I say butters and oils, I'm talking about shea butter, cocoa butter, mango butter, cocoon butter, those types of butters. And then we're talking oils, we're talking coconut oil, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, sweet almond oil, fragrance oils, essential oils, anything like that. Fragrance and essential oils are basically what you scent your products with. And then your regular oils, depending on, you know, avocado, grapeseed, and things like that, on the properties that you want to add into your product. Number one place that I order from as far as the butters and the oils are concerned is Bulk Apothecary. Now I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna give you guys a bunch of other places to get these things from. I personally, and like I said, this is me personally, I shop a lot with Bulk Apothecary because I live in Ohio and they are based in Ohio. So where they are located is basically a 2-hour drive from where I live. So one, if I decide to ship it, it gets here quickly. Like we're talking about a day or two, it's on my front step. If I am in a time crunch, the holidays are coming up and I want to cut my costs and I don't feel like paying for shipping, I will order from Bulk Apothecary, and today and then tomorrow I can drive up to go pick it up. Now when we talking about placing a large order of, if I'm ordering 10 pounds of shea butter, 10 pounds of mango butter, a gallon of grapeseed oil, a gallon of avocado oil, when I'm ordering this stuff, that weight adds up, and that you have to pay for shipping by weight to where you come. So if I'm ordering a large order like that from Bulk Apothecary and it's getting shipped to me, I'm paying easily probably about $50, $60 in just shipping alone. And I'm talking about that's easily, and that's on a low end. So if I can spend a half a tank of gas to go 2 hours away and 2 hours back to save $60, and that's probably gonna take me about maybe $30 in gas, so you're saving half on the shipping, I'm gonna do that. Next on that list is Wholesale Supplies Plus. All butters, oils, fragrance oils, essential oils, everything is on there, as well as Bulk Apothecary. Another company that I like is Essentials by Catalina. They have awesome fragrance and awesome essential oils as well. The only thing with Essentials by Catalina, I love their products, but they are located in California. I'm in Ohio. If I order from them, we're talking about at least 5 to 7 business days before I get my order in. So these are also things that you need to think about when you're ordering your products. Like, think smarter, not harder. Like, if you live in Ohio and this company is in Ohio, order from them so you can get your products in quicker. If you live in California on the West Coast, order from Essentials by Catalina. You can get your products in quicker than if it was to come to the East Coast. Another place that people buy a lot of butters from, and it's authentic butters. Like, if you get into making black soap and things like that, people order that stuff from Etsy. Etsy is an awesome place to get your hard butters from. Authentic good shea butter, cocoa butter, all of that stuff. You can get it from Etsy. Only thing with Etsy is it might take a little while on the shipping because they're coming from individual people. But other than that, awesome products. Amazon. We already said that. Now, here's another thing. I'm giving y'all the tea here. We're working smarter, not harder. When it comes to these oils, we're talking olive oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil. If you are using any of those three type, apricot oil, if I'm not mistaken, if you're using any of those type of oils in your products, go to your grocery store, your local grocery store, and get those products. And then if you are a person that is on like EBT or anything like that, and you're trying to like have a come up and you trying to like cut your costs and anything like that by any means, all those oils are covered under EBT because you can they're considered food because you can cook with them. Grapeseed oil, avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil is also listed under that. So local grocery store, go to your grocery store to get your liquid oils. Brambleberry, another company for essential oils, fragrance oils. And your butters as well. And then Nature's Garden as well. Nature's Garden has a wide variety of fragrance oils. So any type of fragrance that you're looking for, anything like that, check them out. And then all the companies that I listed that had the fragrance oils and essential oils, you can also get those in smaller bottles in case you don't know what scent you want to go with. Okay? Then next we are getting into bases, soap bases. So if you are making cold process soap, this has nothing to do with you. We can get into cold process and melt and pour in a later video. But right now I'm talking about melt and pour and then soap bases. Basically the bases are already made for you and you add in what you're going to add into those. So as first we have Bulk Apothecary for your, that's where I get my soap base from. And we're talking, I use a low sweat soap base, a low sweat clear soap base, and a low sweat white soap base from Bulk Apothecary. And low sweat basically means if the bar sit, and these are melt and pour soap, so you basically melt them down, add what you're going to add. That means when the bar has solidified, after you've added everything into it and you let it sit out, it's not going to develop those sweat beads on top of the soap, which is something that you don't want. So you're going to go with low sweat soap base there. Also get my foaming soap base or my whipped soap base from there for my foam and sugar scrubs. Wholesale Supplies Plus is another place. Shower gel base, bubble bath base. That's going to come from Bulk Apothecary as well as Essentials by Catalina. The shower gel base from Essentials by Catalina is $40 versus $20 from Bulk Apothecary. You basically test out either one, see what works for you. You can get them in a smaller bottle, not by the gallon, just to test them out to see if you notice a difference. Nature's Garden is another place that sells soap base, as well as Amazon. Everything is on Amazon that you're gonna need. Lastly, what we're gonna get into is going to be the molds, soap molds. So that's basically you make your soap, your mixture, you pour it into the mold, you let it solidify, you either cut it in a block, a loaf, or you can get individual soap molds shaped like hearts, squares, a massage mold, anything like that. Amazon is where I got all my molds from, and I use a loaf mold and I pour all my soaps in a loaf and then I cut them into square blocks, about 5 ounces each. And then you have Bulk Apothecary also sells molds, Brambleberry sells molds, You can get a mold off of Etsy. They have the larger molds. If you're doing cold process, you can get like a really large mold from Etsy. And then lastly on there, we're talking DIY. Like my father-in-law, he does a lot of building and things like that, building shelves and things like that. If you have somebody handy in your family that does that, they can make you a soap mold. And we're talking about a couple pieces of wood from Home Depot or Lowe's, and that's done. Okay, now the last vendor on this list that I'm gonna tell you guys, and this is if you are local, you don't want to pay for shipping, you're just starting out, your funds are extremely limited, and you don't want to have to spend any extra money than you have to, we're going with Hobby Lobby. Okay? We're going with Hobby Lobby, we're going with Michael's. Okay? Now Hobby Lobby sells everything. They have an entire soap and candle making section. Okay? They have all bases, all molds, everything. And then the awesome thing about Hobby Lobby also is that they run sales. So this last week, I want to say they had a 40% off of soap base sale. So it's 40% off of all of the soap bases. So we're talking shower gel base, we're talking lotion or shower gel base, we're talking melt and pour soap bases, we're talking the whip soap base. They had that as well. Everything was 40% off. And they sell fragrance oils, they sell essential oils, they sell packaging. And that's why I said I was going to wait until the end. They sell packaging, clear jars, glass jars, anything you need. Hobby Lobby has that. They're gonna have everything that you need. If you are just starting out and you don't want to, like I said, order from these large companies and things like that to pay for shipping, go to Hobby Lobby. And then even better yet, go to Hobby Lobby when they're having 40% off of of everything. Okay, so prime example, I went in there recently just to get their soap base, to test it out, to see how I like it and how it works with my products or the things that I add in, to see if it's something that I like. And therefore, if it works awesome and I like it, I'm stocking up on 40%. I don't like work smarter, not harder. So one thing that I did go in there and buy recently was they had the 40% off, and they had shower gel and bubble bath base. Now the shower gel and bubble bath base, they don't sell it in a gallon like the other companies, but they had it in a 2-pound jar. So, and it was $10 for 2 pounds. So basically a gallon is 8 pounds. So it would be $40 for a gallon, which is technically the same price as Essentials by Catalina, but I don't have to pay for the shipping on that. And then when I tested that out, I absolutely love their formula. So their formula, that is what I use for my bubble bath. I sell a feminine hygiene wash, which I use Essentials by Catalina. And then I sell, and then Bulk Apothecary I use for that as well. But this bubble bath that I have for our fall and holiday launch, which is basically a calming bubble bath, which is lavender and chamomile. And then I have a stress relief bubble bath, which is eucalyptus and spearmint. That is the shower gel base that I use, and it works absolutely amazing, and I love it. So Hobby Lobby, shout out to them. And like I said, do not, going into business, yes, you are in business to make money, and if this is something that you are passionate about, but in the same sense, do not go broke, because then that defeats the purpose on going broke on just purchasing inventory, basically. Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense at all. So Hobby Lobby was the last vendor on the list, and there, trust and believe, there are many more vendors out there. I just gave you guys a brief overview. If there's any other vendors that you guys are looking for, please leave it in the comments. Like, ask me questions, let me know. Like, I have all of this knowledge because I figured out a lot of stuff by trial and error, and I'm here to give it, because there was nobody, there was, like, when I say a select few people that was giving the information that I needed at the time, I'm talking about very few. And when I say seldom and few, I'm talking about like maybe 1 or 2 people that weren't trying to basically sell me a course or sell me an ebook to get the information that I was looking for. And that's not, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. You do what you do. But like, if I'm looking for one piece of information, like, you have a lot of information in your courses and your books. You could just let go of that one piece of information. But that's just me. So I'm here. So you guys, I did the hard work for you guys. I did the trial and error. Like I said, I've tested a lot of these products. Let me know what questions you have, what you guys are looking for. And if I know the answer, I'll go ahead and I'll drop it down and reply to your comments down below. So we are at the end of this video. Okay, you guys got this far, you stuck around. That means you are ready to get to business. You are ready to launch your business, start working on your business, start creating products, testing out formulas, everything like that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and drop some video recommendations down in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see when it comes to entrepreneurship. Like I said, I have a lot of information to share and give, so let me know what you guys want to see, and I promise to deliver. I promise to deliver to the best of my ability. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.